Jason Inman.
And I'm Ashley Victoria Robinson, and we are the
writers
and creators
of Jupiter Jet. We didn't practice that, but we should have. You know, you might be wondering at this point in the video, hey, I like your cool comic book images. I like the stuff on the page, but just who the hell are you? Well, I'm going to tell you. I'm Jason Inman. My day job is in television. I'm the author of the book Super Soldiers, a salute to the comic book heroes and villains that have served in the military. It's based on my personal military experience. I'm the co-creator of Science, the Elements of Dark Energy, and I'm also the co-creator of Jupiter Jet Volume 1, and now Jupiter Jet and the Forgotten Radio. Ashley, who are you? How did you get to this couch?
Well, I walked in here, but I'm also the co-creator of Science, the Elements of Dark Energy, and Jupiter Jet, and I wrote the comic book Aurora and the Eagle that was brought to life here on Kickstarter by so many amazing backers.
And some people might have seen you in a commercial on Twitter, correct?
That's right. I am one of the podcasting faces of Twitter marketing right now.
Yes. Now, besides doing all that, we also are the co-hosts of the Geek History Lesson podcast, but we're also married.
What?
But we mean that in the good way, not in the bad way. The good married way.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about. But anyways, we've been writing comic books and scripts for a very long time, actually even way before we were married.
Yes, we did Kickstarter since way before we were married.
And the greatest thing about this is that this is the first time that we are returning to a character that we co-created together. And that character is Miss Jupiter Jet. So the greatest thing about the saga of Jupiter Jet is when we made Volume 1, we planned out 5 volumes for Jupiter Jet. So this, the one we're talking about today, the product that we're kickstarting, is Volume 2 of the Jupiter Jet saga. And we're actually really thrilled to bring Jackie's ongoing adventures back to Kickstarter.
Now, Jupiter Jet Volume 1 is really known for the sci-fi twist that comes toward the end of the book.
You can't see it.
So for Volume 2, we knew that we had to outdo ourselves. So we do have a twist, but it comes on page 20 instead of page 120 like the first time around.
And it sets up a lot of very interesting things for Jupiter Jet's story. Let's tell you a little bit about it. Now, Jupiter Jet is our all-ages series starring a now 17-year-old girl named Jackie, who has been the superhero Jupiter Jet for about a year. She doesn't like being told what to do or how to be a superhero and feels that she's finally ready to take things into her own hands.
Ironically, her little brother Chuck wants nothing more to do than to be told what to do. He's trying to prove himself worthy of being Jupiter Jet's sidekick. After all, he is 11.
Now, in the series Jupiter Jet and the Forgotten Radio, Jackie gets caught up in the pursuit of a mysterious figure called the Black Flyer, who leads to a reveal that Jupiter Jet hasn't faced the last of her enemies, the Praetors. In this volume, she has to face the brand new and terrifying Praetor Venus.
Meanwhile, Chuck discovers a long-lost radio that their father has hidden away, which is broadcasting a special message for only one person, and that person might turn out to be one of the enemies Jupiter Jet has been fighting in space.
Yeah, that's right! Jupiter Jet Volume 2 mostly takes place in space! And you might be wondering to yourself, wait a minute. You said Jupiter Jet and the Forgotten Radio is also a Western? What does that mean? Well, it means that you should read and you should support the book that we're kickstarting right now. Because, again, Jupiter Jet was our first comic book series as a married couple, and it's the first story that fans out there, comic book readers, have asked us to continue.
Yeah, we're really flattered by that because our jet setters are such an important part of everything that we create, and we always strive to tell the kind of stories for them, for us, and for you that are good for readers of all ages. We really mean it when we say that Jupiter Jet and the Forgotten Radio are good for readers who are 4 or 94.
Now, we hinted that Jupiter Jet Volume 1, again, was a perfect love of like the Rocketeer and sci-fi, and Jupiter Jet Volume 2 is a perfect combination of sci-fi and Western. So you might be seeing some cowboys showing up, if you know what I mean.
Or maybe some space cowboys.
Now, Ashley, I know somebody that's watching this video right now, and the thing that they are saying to themselves is, well, how much of the book do you have done?
That's interesting because you probably think that we have none done, which is why we're here on Kickstarter, but you would be wrong, my friend. We actually have 40 pages of Jupiter Jet and the Forgotten Radio, 40, that are completely finished. So what we're kickstarting is the back end of the graphic novel that will be published by Action Lab, and to make sure that all of our awesome collaborators are well paid for their hard work.
Now, before we move on, I want to talk about just a little smattering of some of the rewards that we have on this page that you guys can check out for supporting this campaign. we always try to educate and help people learn about comic books and the entertainment industry. And so I want to mention some of our awards. A lot of our awards generally will do reviews. Like we'll allow you out there who are probably wondering, how do you make a comic book? How do you do this? How do you do a podcast? You guys, there's specific awards specifically for where Ashley and myself can review your script, your podcast, your anything on a certain level. Now, also we asked in some of our comic book friends, I might call them besties, if you will. Anyways, they're people way more talented than we are, and luckily they have graciously decided to devote their time to us and to you to help you improve. Our good friend Mitch Gerrits, the artist of Sheriff of Babylon, Mr. Miracle, and the upcoming
little book called Batman.
The upcoming Strange Adventures, Eisner award-winning artist. He's doing portfolio reviews. We also have a lovely gentleman, Ashley.
The amazing Steve Weaver.
You might know him from Superman's Pals, Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah, so good. He also did Detective Comics. We have lots of good Batman artists who have come down to help us with this campaign.
And a big one we have to talk about is Joseph Malozzi, who is the executive producer for Dark Matter, Stargate SG-1, Stargate Atlantis, Stargate Universe.
My fellow countryman, a nice Canadian.
Talented writer that is willing to spend some of his time looking at your stuff if you support Jupiter Jet and the Forgotten Radio. Again, we also have Canto writer David Bohr. We have BJ Mendelson. We have lots of other reviews, plus chances for you to cameo in the book. Now, you might be saying to yourself, hey, why do you have all these rewards? Why? Why so many? Well, Ashley, what many people don't realize is that independent comic books not produced by Marvel or DC Comics, there's a real cost to them.
There is a real cost, and the real cost comes at the behest of the creative team or the people who are in charge of it. Jason and I created Jupiter Jet, so we are the ones in charge of funding and making sure that, like I said earlier, everyone gets paid. And just so you know, Jason and I aren't getting paid to do this.
No, we never take a page rate on any Kickstarter project.
Just want to make sure that everybody who lends us their talents are paid back. So we are just facilitating this. So this doesn't go into our pocket. It goes directly back to you through this amazing book.
That's right. So some of the creators, Ashley, you want to go through our list of our amazing creative team that are going to make sure that their day-to-day costs are covered while they're creating Jupiter Jet and the Forgotten Radio. Who are some of these amazing people?
So Ben Matsuya, who drew this cover and all of the interiors on Jupiter Jet Volume 1. Look at how great they are.
He's back.
Is coming back for Volume 2. We're so excited. We have a new colorist this time, Liz Kramer. We're so excited to be working with her.
You might know her from a certain comic book series called Going to the Chapel.
Also from publisher Action Lab. And then Taylor Esposito of Ghost Cliff Studios, our incredible letterer, is also returning. We also have John Boy Myers coming back, who did the cover of the trade, who is doing the cover of the trade for Volume 2, and we have Nicholas Scott, who's doing an exclusive print for us. So we're working with all these amazing people, and we want to make sure that they are well compensated.
Yes, like the biggest reason why we run the Kickstarter is we want to make sure that everybody that works on our book is paid accordingly to their talent. Like we want to make sure that they can live, they have a wage, they can buy sandwiches while they're making Jupiter Jet
and buy coffee
and the Forgotten Radio. That's the whole reason we do this, because even though this book is going to be published by Action Lab, the initial upfront cost of creating the book all have to come from us, which is the reason why we were going to Kickstarter. Again, think about this Kickstarter as basically you were just pre-ordering the book. But the book will not happen without this Kickstarter.
You're also getting a lot of really incredible extra stuff if you just donate at the book level that no one else is ever going to get.
So, guys, we are honored to share this product with you. We've been honored for you guys to support every Kickstarter so far. So come on along. We've had 4 successful Kickstarters now. I mean, I counted Indiegogo in there, of course. But like, we have never defaulted on a single Kickstarter ever. We've always fulfilled our rewards within a timely manner. And if something happened, we told you.
We've replaced books. That's fine.
We do. And there's an email on the Kickstarter product for any questions if you want to ask. So anyways, guys, we are so excited for Jupiter Jet Volume 2. Jupiter Jet and the Forgotten Radio Volume 2 of 5. Yeah, that's right. We want to do Volume 3, Volume 4, and a Volume 5. We're excited to show you where Jupiter Jet's search, her legacy, her adventure is going, and we hope you are too. Thanks for supporting the Kickstarter. And if you haven't, please consider supporting the Kickstarter. I'm Jason Inman.
I'm Ashley Victoria Robinson. See you in the skies, Jet Setters.